down Maggie's warehouse.
Thinking about this dream I had had last spring, just after I had left Andrew. I woke up in your arms. I had had this bad dream about David, and it was confusing, chaotic. I was frightened, and I had this awful sense of being alone. I thought it made sense at the time. Loss of my old life, loss of River. And now I'm wondering if it had something to do at the same time David's accident, and somehow I sensed that he was in trouble.
I truly believe that that's possible.
Well, it would make a lot more sense to me if it was about River or you.
David is your biological father.
Well, with whom I've had only superficial contact for years.
Yeah, but there's a sympathy between the two of you.
I want to see him.
Got your tickets?
Yes. Travel agent's working on them.
So, do you think you're going to be able to address Mel's questions with David?
If he's well enough, I will. Mel has me wondering about Mother's childhood now and what she may have told David about family history and why he took me away from her so abruptly.
So, go to Austria, help your father recover for a while, and then go see what you can find out.
Wish you could come with me. Maybe sometime you and I can take River and we can go visit Grandpa Dave.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Before we plan our European vacation, why don't we concentrate on something more immediate, like River's sleepover tonight with us for the first time?
You're not nervous, are you?
Oh. What if he has a meltdown?
Oh.
He wants to go home to Andrew.
No problem. I'll just feel like a complete failure as a mother.
Cut it out. Hey.
Mom, I don't see her.
You're looking in the wrong place. There's your mom over there.
Hi.
Hey.
Kevin.
How are you, River Carpenter?
Where are they?
What?
The Growbots.
Growbots? Ah, you remember those, huh? You know what? It's been such a long time since I've seen you or those Growbots. I don't know. But you're here, right? So there's gotta be a Growbot around here somewhere. Megabot!
It's hard to believe how much he's grown.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it popped that chest up there.
Turned into a real night owl, so we moved his bedtime about a half hour later.
Okay, great. As long as I know.
Yep, you call me if there's any problem, but it looks like everything's fine. So, okay, River. Riv. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Andrew.
Hey, how we doing with that?
Thank you.
It's not looking too much like a spaceship. No.
Hey,
Hey, hello, Hank.
close your eyes. I have a present for you.
Oh, when did you have time to do that? Thought you were going to try out the new bike up at Lontano Mountain.
Yeah, well, I did. And it was such a great ride, I had to get you this. So now hold out your hands and close your eyes.
Oh, I don't deserve a present.
Lady, you deserve a lot more than this. But it's a start.
I thought you had the helmet already.
I do. Yeah. That's for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I see you're overwhelmed. Come on, what's wrong? I thought you were excited about the bike.
Oh, I am. I can't wait for you to take me for a ride.
Well, then what's the matter?
Christian and I we had a terrible fight.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about?
About the fact that our lives are about to change in a very major way, and Christian doesn't like it. In fact, you may even have a problem with it.
Yeah, well, let me be the judge of that. What's up?
I wasn't going to tell you until I was certain, but now that Christian knows and some of my friends...
Knows what?
I'm going to be a mother again.
So you caused the warehouse fire. I'm sorry, if this is some feeble attempt at a joke, I'm afraid I'm not getting it.
I'm as serious as I've ever been.
3 people nearly died in that.
Ian, I didn't do it on purpose.
I'm sorry, I'm not following. You caused the fire, but you didn't mean to.
All I wanted to do was flood the basement of the warehouse.
Really? And how did you plan to accomplish that?
By bumping up the pressure on the boiler, I figured some of those old pipes would burst, and that would be that.
That would be what?
Maggie would realize what a headache the warehouse was. She'd dump it. We would have our development project. She would have her school, and our relationship would get back to where it was.
Oh, so you almost killed my sister, the woman that you profess to love, along with 2 innocent bystanders, Christian Vega and Jessica Buchanan.
Look, I know this doesn't help, but I am ashamed of what I did.
Oh, why? Because now you're afraid you're going to be caught?
Look, Ian, if Maggie if she finds out it was me, then I'll lose her, and I can't let that happen.
I'm sorry. You've made this confession to me, and now you expect me not to tell her. You realize that that puts me in an untenable situation, Maggie. You know what? You probably don't realize it because you're so bloody selfish.
Ian, I'm sorry.
Then you tell Maggie yourself.
I can't. Blair.
Hey, Max.
ABC Family Tuesday coming soon.
I thought you were in the locker room.
Well, I was. But now I'm not. I'm back. You have a problem with that, Max?
No. I just thought I'd stick around in case you need some help with your workout.
Well, thank you. I might need someone to help me out in case I overdo it.
Oh, feeling particularly energetic?
Honestly?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm feeling is rage. So I can either work out till I drop or blow a fuse. Now, which do you advise, Max?
Well, it depends upon what has you so angry.
Well, other than the fact that my little girl is being raised by Todd and his pseudo-wife.
Aren't you suing for custody?
Yeah, as soon as I finally recover what my dear cousin Kelly did to me.
She did it on purpose, Blair.
Oh, that's right. It was an unfortunate accident. She just runs Patrick and me off the road, kills my little boy, but life goes on. Guess I should just forgive and forget, right?
You happier dwelling on it?
What do you mean? Do I enjoy watching Kelly being tortured by her own guilt?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I do.
So she hurt you, you hurt her, and that's the way you like it.
Mm-hmm. You know, the tough part about Kelly is just she's just too easy. I look at her, she crumbles. You know what I need, Max? I need an opponent that is just a little tougher to break. Someone who just doesn't give a damn what other people think. Someone who knows what I do. That guilt is just a wasted emotion. You know? Well, my legs are really, really sore. What I think I'll do is I will go use your nice little hot tub, but then I hope I get back, you know, do some workout before your friend leaves. What do you say?
Ian?
Yeah?
Why?
I don't know. I'd just like to get him to know him better. Oh, unless he's spoken for.
Never stopped you before? And as far as I know, he is not spoken for. Does that make him less of a challenge?
You're terrible, Max.
That's why you and I get along. Ian, I think she heard me.
What?
When I was confessing about that little mess I was in, I think she heard. I think she was back there listening to the whole thing.
Well, in that case, I suggest you tell Maggie yourself. Otherwise, she is going to hear the information from a, well, let's say, less than friendly source. Now, do you want that?
Are you insane? No, you know, I have no right to ask anything of you, but...
No, you don't.
No, but see, Blair kind of has her eye on you.
And do you want me to play along and maybe see if she overheard any of the conversation?
You know what? You know, forget about it. You know, I'm guilty enough as it is. She's a man-eater, man. She'd be hazardous to your health. Forget about it. Forget it.
No. I mean, I can see how she rattles your cage, but believe me, I can handle it. But I am doing this for Maggie's sake, not for yours. I seem to be getting used to hazardous people.
You're going to be a mother.
Hank, not in that way. I was talking about the young man who's been living in the custody of Andrew, you know, Eli Traeger. I want to be his foster mother.
What?
Look, I know it's difficult taking in an older boy, but that's part of the reason that I wanted to do it. Now, this kid has had so many strikes against him. His mother just died. Her boyfriends were abusive to him, and now he's just ended up being scared and angry.
He's HIV positive, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Look, Carlotta, I think it's great that you want to help this kid. And look, he's got a lot of attitude, and he's had a rough time. But this is a loaded situation, Carlotta. Maybe you should think twice about this.
Believe me, I have. And I want to do it. And I know I'm up to do it.
Hey, come on, you are up for anything. And you've done a great job with Antonio and Christian. But all these years you've been working yourself like a dog. Don't you think it's time you get a break?
Maybe. But Eli needs one more than I do. And I'm going to see to it that he gets one. Hungry?
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you about this. You've got a lot to give, and I think I can share the wealth.
Well, thank you very much. I only wish Christian felt that way about it.
Oh, he's having trouble with it?
You know, since Antonio was gone, I think he feels like he just wishes that he could have me to himself for a little while. Not that he's ever there. Most of the time, he just comes home to sleep.
Well, that's not the point. It's like me and RJ, you know. I mean, RJ always wanted to be number one in our mother's eyes, and so did I. I mean, we never could get to the fact that, well, Mama could love us both the best. You know, I mean, how's that supposed to work?
Just something we mothers know how to do.
Yeah, well, us guys, we don't get it. And Christian, well, first he has to get used to me, and now you're bringing in some more competition.
But he did get used to you.
You're going to have to give him some more time with the fact of Eli. Trust me on this.
Can I ask you for some help?
Look, I don't think I've been the greatest father, but I hope I learned something from all the mistakes that I made with Rachel.
No, I think it would be really great for Eli to have someone around you that he could look up to. A decent man. Someone who could teach him that you can be strong without being a bully.
Well, I could do just about anything for another one of those smiles.
Anything?
Yeah.
How about taking me for a ride?
Sure.
Well, I think I lost that bet.
What bet is that?
The one I made with myself, that you wouldn't go through with it. But you did. You made the leap. Or am I seeing things? That great big shiny bike out there, does that belong to you, Mr. Gannon?
Enjoy the View ABC Daytime tomorrow.
What's the big deal? I bought a motorcycle.
Were you ready for this?
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting it.
I'm proud of myself. I saw the potential for Hank and a hog the other day in Indigo's parking lot.
I have to admit you did.
Well, I certainly hope my encouragement helped you go for it. You and that beautiful, sleek machine heading down the highway.
Well, then I guess I have to thank you, too. I mean, I never quite saw myself as a biker babe before, but now I can't wait. Here's my new helmet that Hank bought me. My very own helmet.
I know I'm persuasive, but I think I've outdone myself. You look great in the leathers, by the way.
Mm-hmm, and I think I can get used to the look.
Jakara, were you wanting to order something?
Oh, yeah. Am I too late for the special of the day? Make that 3 of them.
Oh, you folks at Club Indigo are getting ready for the music festival?
Oh, yes, and it's right on top of us, so we're swamped. We forgot to eat. I keep hearing what a wonderful cook you are.
Oh, yes. Flan is my life. But I better go check and see if we have any more of that special. I'll check the kitchen.
What do you say, Mr. District Attorney? Once around the block while I'm waiting for my takeout?
It's small.
Okay, Megabot, let's try this one. Oh, I know.
Too bad.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Let's try this. Oh, yeah, with the chin strap on. Let's see. Here we go. How's that?
Just right.
All right, Megabot, we're now protected from the death ray.
Get the spaceship ready.
Am I the spaceship? Okay, then I better turn on the force field.
Oh, you guys ready to blast off? Because I think I should come with you. Don't you? Can I come?
No.
We can't leave the beautiful Princess Cassie behind.
There isn't room.
Oh, well, okay then. Maybe after you guys have finished saving the universe, I'm in the back making river burgers and your favorite, corn on the cob.
I liked that when I was little.
Ah. But you don't like it anymore?
No, I hate it.
Well, then I guess you don't want to toast marshmallows, do you?
No, I want space food.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to blast off. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Steer. I don't know where I'm going.
You guys don't forget to write. Come on.
We'll send you a message in a bottle.
Look out.
Steer. Steer.
Look out.
Sorry. Didn't hear you.
No kidding. Do you actually play that thing, or is that just an instrument of torture? Because whatever you want to know, I'll confess.
So there wasn't a kind of Coltrane thing happening there?
Coltrane played music. What that sounded like was Kenny G caught in an animal trap.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'll survive. How about you? How you doing?
Where's Eli?
Oh, he left. He's still over at the community center.
I thought you'd both like to know that my read is social services will approve Carlotta as his foster mother.
It's great. Well, at least something's going right.
Are we friends, you and me?
Yeah, I hope so.
That means I trust you enough to come to you with my problems.
Right.
So why don't you trust me?
I do.
But you can't tell me about whatever it is that's bothering you because...
Because I'm a little bit ashamed of it.
Andrew, I married Todd Manning for $5 million. What could you possibly do that's worse than that?
Well, you're right, Tay. It's a tough act to follow, but I'm working on it.
How?
Well, Cassie wasn't happy with the custody agreement. Wants to spend more time with River, which is fine. She wants Kevin to be included in that time, and I'm not crazy about it. But I felt I was being a little bit petty, so we changed the rules, and tonight's the first night that River's spending with Cassie and Kevin as one big happy family.
Andrew, how is that petty? You didn't have to do that. You're being very generous.
Except As soon as I dropped River off, he let go of my hand and ran straight for Kevin. And I didn't know how to feel. I would have liked River to be a little bit more reluctant. No, what I wanted was, I wanted him to be crying and screaming out, "Dad, don't make me go. I don't want to go." I wanted him to be miserable. So tell me what kind of father that makes me. I barely had a chance to say goodbye to him, and he's already playing with Kevin. And it felt like a knife was put in my heart and twisted around. I felt like I lost and Kevin won.
And just then, the evil Mr. Pumpkinhead was about to grab the little boy with his ugly, scary jack-o'-lantern face this close, and his eyes gleaming from the burning candle inside. And just then, the little boy said, "Hey, if you're so bright, how come I can do this?"
He blew the candle out?
And that was the end of the evil Mr. Pumpkinhead.
And that is the end of your story. Now, I know that Daddy has changed your bedtime, but it's way past that.
Oh, I don't want to go to bed. Can we watch TV?
Does Daddy let you watch TV?
This isn't Daddy's house.
Okay, what do you say that we play Cover Monsters? Do you and Daddy still play that? That is when you jump into bed as quickly as possible before the cover monster grabs a hold of you and never lets go.
Ooh.
I don't like that game anymore. It's dumb.
Okay, well, then I'll tell you what we can play. If you can get up to bed in the next 5 minutes, I'll come up there, tuck you in, and read you part 2 of the evil Mr. Pumpkinhead.
That sounds like a plan to me.
You have 4 minutes and 50 seconds now, young man.
Wait, start over.
No.
Hey, what about a kiss? Boy, you certainly have hit it off.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. You're okay with this, right?
I'm fine.
Kevin!
Coming! Make sure you brush your teeth. I'll be back.
So, you got the red carpet ready to roll for Ms. Badu?
I certainly hope so.
Where is Erica's lighting equipment?
Doesn't the lady bring her own?
No, she doesn't. Not for a house this size. Hasn't anyone else read her contract?
I did, and I phoned the rental company, and they're sending over a basic setup.
When?
Let me go see what I have in the way of some chill pills.
Hey, Uncle RJ, what's going on?
Not much. Just a little music festival that could put my club on the map and Blue Jay music in the charts.
Well, Uncle RJ, we know how important this is to you, and all of us are working very hard to make this thing fly. Would you maybe lighten up a little?
No, Rachel. No, everything is riding on this now, and I do not trust people, and I do not leave things to chance.
Thank you so much. Wow. This is so amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have read so much about Erica Badu. Huh.
Can I get you something to drink? Something frozen with rum?
Rum? I think rum is the sexiest drink in the world.
Rum it is. You by Home Improvement and ABC's Viewing Enhancement Department.
I would like to propose a toast
Oh, please.
to Max Holden for introducing us.
To Maggie
the love of his life, or shall I say the current love of his life, after Luna, me, Gabrielle. Shall I keep on going? The list is quite long. On and on and on.
Are you suggesting that Max isn't exactly a one-woman kind of man?
Are you suggesting you asked me out to pump me for information on Max Holden?
Well, I might have a question or two, but only because you said that you had a history with Max.
Oh, yeah, I do have a history with Max. Okay, here it goes. We made love the day of my wedding to Asa Buchanan. Oh, wait, that was Max's finest hour. Of course, he didn't care who he hurt, loved living on the edge. And, of course, he wasn't being honest. Then again, I guess I wasn't either. I hope he's changed for Maggie's sake.
I'm starting to wonder about that.
Really? Why? Is Max up to something naughty?
It just seems to me that sometimes Max has reasons that he thinks are very good for things that turn out badly.
Well, it could be worse. It could be like my ex-husband who wants to do bad from the get-go, and he usually succeeds. No, whatever it is that you think Max has done couldn't be worse than what Todd did when he blew up your father's yacht.
Well, now, come on, it isn't proven that Todd is responsible for that yet. But if indeed Todd is responsible for blowing Guy Armitage to hell, well, I am eternally in his debt. Best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, Ian Armitage, you have a dark side. So do I. Isn't that a coincidence? But you know what? I'm totally at a disadvantage here because you know all about me and I know nothing about you, so please keep on talking. Tell me everything.
I have this feeling that I need to be wary of Max.
Really?
Now, do you think that's my dark side urging me not to trust a fellow manipulator?
Why do you keep dragging Max Holden up? I don't want this date to go up in flames, too.
Well, so you do know something about what Max is up to?
I know as much about Max as I need to know.
The lighting has arrived, and they're doing a sound system check right now.
Okay. You are on top of things. I suppose I owe you an apology.
Look, Uncle RJ, you taught me what to do, that's all. You're the one who made this happen.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not alone. You have friends. Of course, you have me. And you have Chikara. So much for the spin around the block.
Look, I'm sorry I had to make that call, but I got a little more involved than I wanted to.
Or just enough.
Next time, if you phone it in, I'll have it ready for you to pick up.
Well, by then, the festival will be over. I can eat right here. In a cozy booth and soak up the ambience. Maybe I can get a rain check on that ride.
Anytime. Don't say it.
What is there to say? She's a fascinating woman. She's proud and independent. Actually, we have quite a bit in common. She doesn't like me, and I definitely don't like her.
Yeah, well, look, she's getting on my last nerve, too, all right? And I really don't appreciate that she's trying to make you think that she inspired the bike, like we had some real deep connection over that bike.
Yeah, but you never told me that you wanted to have a bike.
Well, look, I was in the parking lot. I was staring at it. She showed up, and that's how she found out. No big deal.
Well, seems like it was to her.
Okay, so she's got a tiny crush on me.
Crush? Sounds more like an obsession.
Yeah, well, I'll try to ignore it. And if that doesn't work, I'll just have to spell it out for her.
Jan, what would you say?
That I am taken by a lady I wouldn't hurt for all the world.
So you don't want your son warming up to Kevin?
No, I don't. I really don't. Makes me feel like I'm losing him.
Look, I'm
I am so in love with Star Manning that when I see her with Blair, her own mother, I go nuts. Because Star is happy, she's laughing, and I feel like the wicked witch because I'm like, oh, how dare she be happy with anybody else but me. And I haven't even known Star nearly as long as you've been River's father. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Welcome to the club.
And that would be the Small-Minded People Anonymous?
I'm a charter member. Does it surprise you?
Actually, it's comforting to know that someone as decent as you could have a selfish moment or two.
Yeah. Well, I guess all my secrets are just spilling out.
It's true. I never knew you played the saxophone. In fact, I'm still not so sure that you do.
Yeah, I'm a lot better than what you heard. I make you promise on that. When I was a kid, I even thought about becoming a professional. But life of a musician is pretty hard. Maybe I wouldn't have been tough enough.
Oh, like what you do is easier? You are a lot tougher than you give yourself credit for. I mean, think about what you did today. You took a very precious thing, your love for your son, and you were willing to share it even with people who have hurt you in the past.
I only wish my motives were that noble. Thanks.
Okay. I have to stay on your good side, right? Or you might start playing the sax again.
Hey, let me ask you, you ever going to let me live that down?
Maybe if I heard some real music, it would erase the horrible memory.
Are you thinking Club Indigo? Okay. Sounds good. Let's go. Least I can do for you.
Good Morning America, reporting live from London on the Princess Diana tragedy on Good Morning America tomorrow.
Did you get a kiss goodnight?
Barely. He pretended he was asleep.
I have that effect on people. Oh, Cass, come on. Come on, stop. It's not a joking matter, I know. River hurt your feelings. I just feel like it was my fault.
Your fault? Why, because he liked you? Kevin, come on, I want him to like you. I want him to love you. I just felt left out, that's all. I'm jealous.
Of me? Cass. Because I'm a guy, okay? So River is naturally going to feel like he can do guy things with me. It's not like he wants you out of the picture.
But I am out of the picture, Kevin. He lives at his father's home without me. It's like he's figured it out. Okay, Mommy's gone, so who needs her?
He does. Now, more than ever. Why do you think he's so mad at you?
Because I'm a terrible mother.
No, you see? He knows how to push your buttons, and that's exactly what he is doing. Just like I did when I was a kid. I was the master of parental manipulation. Divide and conquer. That's what you do. When Daddy says no, you go to Mommy with the puppy dog eyes. When Mommy puts her foot down, you go to Daddy with the hopeful smile.
Yeah, that's worked on me, too.
Yeah, well, they finally caught on and busted me, and I didn't do it anymore. That's what you have to do to River. You have to tell him that he's hurting your feelings.
Kevin, it's not as if he's doing it consciously.
Yeah, he is. He just doesn't know that it's wrong yet. And you have to tell him that. You have to let him know. You have to fight for him. And if that means fighting with him, then so be it. You do that. But you do it with a lot of love. And you never let that kid go, ever.
I want him back.
You haven't lost him, Cass. You're gonna get him back tomorrow. Because tomorrow, you are going to show him. Okay?
really. Hello, Blair. Oh, look, Ian, Mrs. Todd Manning, footloose and fancy-free.
Sit down, Ian, please. It's good to see you, Cuz.
Oh, and you.
All right.
Mrs. Manning.
So, how you feeling, darling?
Stronger every day.
Good. Well, enjoy your evening. I hear the trio's great.
Todd sure is open-minded. Excuse me? Well, he never let me date when I was Mrs. Todd Manning.
Excuse us, folks. We have some business that we need to discuss.
I'm sure you do, Reverend.
Hello, everybody.
Reverend?
Score one for Mrs. Vega. She can cook.
Mm-hmm.
And your daddy must think so, too. He was there when I picked this up.
Well, you know he wasn't there for the cooking.
Did you ask him about those permits we need for the outside parking at the music festival?
I guess I'm going to have to go to his office tomorrow. I completely forgot.
You forgot.
Well, I was thrown by his bike.
Hank bought a bicycle?
Motorbike.
You mean like a scooter?
No, a big, beautiful road machine.
Hank on a hog. And what's wrong with that picture?
Nothing. Maybe that's what makes it seem so right. It's not what you would expect of him.
So, Reverend, do we have business to discuss, or was that just a little white lie you told Blair to get me off the hook?
So, do you think that Carlotta's going to be approved by Child Services?
Yes, I do.
There you go. Business. We discussed it. I don't know about you. I'm exhausted. I just want to knock off for the evening.
Newlywed Mrs. Todd Manning out on the town with Reverend Carpenter. See, now will you admit that Taya's marriage is a sham?
If you let Taya spoil our evening together, I may be forced to have you make it up to me by coming with me back to this music festival.
Oh, you make it lousy, extortionist. But I'd love to come, under one condition, that you don't utter a word about Max Holden.
Even if it would help me save my sister?
I could tell you things about Max Holden. But why? I mean, if Maggie really loves him, it's not going to do any good anyway. She's not going to listen to a word that you have to say, so you might as well just stop trying to control the situation, Ian.
I am.
Yeah, you are. So once in your life, let go.
Stay tuned.